Hi guys, today I'm going to go over a introduction into two-point perspective. We're going to have a look at creating a simple scenario just looking at the fundamentals of two-point perspective. So the lines that I've just put down onto this A4 paper, one horizontal and one vertical, cutting across the halfway point on both axes. So the horizontal one halfway down the page and the vertical one halfway down the width. And I'm marking out here the horizontal line being our horizon line. So that essentially means that that's eye level. That's where your eye's looking. And then those 2 points on the ends are the vanishing points. So vanishing point 1 and 2 just mean that they're symbolizing the parts of the object that we're going to construct, and they're going to recede to those dots. So I'm going to make a line near the top of the page, or mark a point at the top of the page that intersects that vertical, and then do the same on the bottom. And I'm marking out using my pen, I'm measuring out the distance that I did in the top half of the page and matching that in the bottom half. And I'm trying to make lines lightly and all in one clean stroke from the vanishing point out to those new nodes that I put onto the vertical line. Next, I'm establishing the top of the cube. So I'm trying to make this about 1/3 of the way from the base of that line, or that node that I made before, to that center point. And then I'm receding from that point back to the vanishing point 1. And then I do the same for the right side, but I'm receding back to vanishing point 2. So it's important that anything that's on the left side that you're viewing from the front goes back to vanishing point 1. And then this line here goes back to vanishing point 2. And it's the same on the other side, that the top surface of the cube matches the base of the cube. So the top plane of it should look like this quite squished diamond, or this square that's been rotated and squashed by perspective. So all our lines are going back to the vanishing points unless they're vertical, and then they're parallel to the initial vertical line that we created. So let's do a top cube now. And I'm going to make that matching the same distance and size as the initial cube. I've made the front faces of them, I think, a little bit small. So I'm going to adjust that just a little bit so they're a little bit longer. And I use my pen to help mark out the distance of the line of the bottom cube so I can get the same proportion. So it's probably easier to do with pencil, but it's a really quick and easy way of making sure that all your proportions are about the same. It's not quite as accurate as using a ruler, but this is an observation, or this isn't a technical drawing. I'm just doing this as I want to get my hand and the lines that I'm making really smooth and clean and accurate. But if there's a little bit of inaccuracy in the end result or the quality of the line, that's okay. I think it turns out much nicer. It looks much better if it's all freehand. So let's do we've done a cube. The bottom cube is from a bird's eye view. The top cube, we're looking up at it. And then this middle cube, we're going to be looking straight at it. So we're not going to see the top nor the bottom of it. We're just going to see the front of this object. So it's the same method of construction. Vertical's all perfectly vertical, but the horizontals become diagonals because they're receding back to the vanishing points. So it's the same process of constructing the center line first, then going out from that center line and meeting those vanishing points. So I'll show you the base of this cube here, and you'll see the footprint of it. I'll make it go from the node on either end, on the edges of the object, receding back to the vanishing points. So I hope this was helpful and somewhat entertaining. I'll see you in the next one for a for looking at doing circles and cylinders in 2-point perspective. Bye.